All right, good morning everyone, and this stream again, continuing from the last one. I know I haven't been online for a few days, sorry about that, but I am back, and basically, oh crap, basically I have integrated GLM 4.5 and Deepseek into my application settings for now, so that I can input API key in both and I can actually test it out whether they work or not. Let me just show you where I am at here. I'm gonna go to z.ai API key, gonna grab my API key, if I can actually go there. Okay, grab my API key, I can paste, shoot, I just did that on stream. Yikes. Okay. Now I have to delete it and recreate the API key again and do this off screen. Oh, jeez. I paste it in, hit save. Weird. Okay. I think it kind of died on me. Oh, not again. Every time. When I try to show them something, it just doesn't work. I think it's because of the changes I recently just made. So what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to stash my changes. Work in progress. Okay. I know I need to enlarge this, but let me just redo a few things. Bun run dev here, bun run dev here as well. And that's going to open up this. I can go back to my settings, and you can see that the API key is in here. I can actually now select GLM 4.5, and it will actually try. Well, right now, I can use GLM 4.5. It's just not hooked up yet. So what I'm going to do is I want to test GLM 4.5, just like brute force test this. And I'm going to go to my Claude SDK manager, and what I'm going to do is, as you can see in the process query, I am checking if the model provider is going to be, okay, I'm going to manually set the model provider here. I'm going to options.model provider, and I'm actually just going to set this to GLM like that. And what this is going to do is once this is passed into process query, I'm going to be able to see in here, it's going to go into this if statement here, and it's going to check if the model is valid, and it's going to grab the API key. The reason why it gets the API key here is because the API key is only going to be stored locally on your machine safely, so it's not exposed to the front end at all. And then I'm grab the API key. Wait, I'm just gonna double check because I will then need to actually set the environment variables with the API key. Process. Ooh, no. Oh, that's not. I thought I fixed this. Clearly, I have not. I think I reverted some changes. So what I need to do is basically this query options. I hate that I have to use any here. I'm sure it's just annoying because the way I have to import Claude SDK into my Electron project is using something like this. Otherwise, if I just do it normally like this, then when I build my Electron project, it actually doesn't get packaged into like the final distribution application. So annoying. I don't know why that is, but anyway, the options should be in here. So if I search for env, this is what we're looking for. env. And so then if I go into, if I just go, just checking this out, I'm gonna close this Claude code portion. It's extremely hard to work when it's like 30 lines long. Can I make this bigger? Can I make this bigger? Okay, this is okay. This is better. Basically what I am looking to do is I need to put, I need to get rid of this because we're not using the process here. We want to set options. We want to set this query options. And what I'm going to do, let's see if I can. I should move this back up here. If I can move that up there, then in here, what I can do is I will be able to go query options dot environment variables, and I believe it takes in a dictionary of strings. So if we go like that, and base, no, this would, I would need to override the, just let me double check that there's no other, yeah, there's no other way to do this. This is probably the best way. So I'm actually going to open my .files directory here, and I'm gonna grab the exact environment variable names to override anthropic base URL. I'm sure it's literally called anthropic base URL, but I'm just gonna double check it again. It is anthropic base URL. So I'm gonna paste that there. And then I also need anthropic auth token like this. And this is going to be base URL. And this is going to be API config, API key. Okay. This should theoretically work, I think. Oh, I do set it here. Oh, that's hilarious. But then what was that before? What was this? Why was this set? Why is this doesn't need to be here? Oh, I feel like I just did unnecessary work for whatever reason. Well, this doesn't need to be here then. And I can actually move this back down. Oh, I can just move this back down here. I don't need that. What is all this for? Wow, this is all duplicated code. Jeez, what happened? It seems like either Claude Code or GLM-4.5 went nuts with my repo. Okay. Moving on, model provider options model not equals Claude. Then we're going to grab the API key. We're going to get the base URL. After we grab those two, we are assigning it to query. This is the problem. Query options. It should be I should just grab it from here, right here. Oof. You know, What does this return? Get API key for provider. It's going to return an API key config. Which API key config? Honestly, it should just return API key. I don't know why it's returning API key config. I will have to look at that. Get API key. Okay. Handle error if API key config. You know, I need to, what I'm gonna do is I'm just gonna change this. How many places is this being used? Oh, this is kind of annoying. Okay. If API key config dot key config now or API, nope. Not the best way. I don't like throwing an error, but I will have to, honestly, I need to kind of refactor this file in a little bit later anyway. But for now, I'm just trying to get this to work. And this should theoretically work. Let me just actually log info out the query options. And I'm going to log out query options here. Oh, you guys will see my API key. That's not good. Never mind. I will just kill the API key as soon as it's shown anyway. Let me just get ready. Okay. Not that people are actually going to abuse this. Okay, bun run dev here and bun run dev here again. Gonna make sure that my settings is set to GLM-4.5. Go back. Going to, honestly, I need a way to like delete all these tasks. It's so annoying. Okay, whatever. Change home page. Okay, what model are you? Failed, and it is because no valid API key for provider GLM. No valid provider for GLM. You know, it's probably because this get API key wait, what was the error? No valid API key for GLM. What happens if I change this? GLM 4.5. This is the thing I need to fix in my application, is that these defined differently all over the place. And that was a result of my terrible planning. Okay. And bun run dev again. Model RU. Okay. So let's see. Okay, the auth token is correct. At least it got the auth token. SDK error, failed to spawn Claude code process. Spawn node, okay. Weird. Oh, you know what? I bet it's because I deleted my previous API key. Oops. I'm actually going to take this out. Sorry, I am putting in my new API key and I kind of don't want to show that. I hope you won't mind. Okay, it's successful. And I'm sure I'm gonna have to delete this API key again. Okay, what model are you? Not that this is gonna tell me, I just need it to run. Nope, it does not run, still fails. Well, I just revealed my API key again. GG's, delete. Okay. Failed to spawn Claude. Very interesting. I wonder why. Is the base URL incorrect? Let me just double check my base URL here. .files. And then if I go into my Z profile, oh, I think whoops, that was my bad. Okay, where's this being api.z.ai? Okay. Nope, that's not the one. Oh my gosh, so annoying. Vim mode in VS Code sucks. api.z.ai. Okay, it's not there, it's here. Jeez, I can't ever, I swear. It just sucks so much. Okay, and then I'm actually gonna, whoops. Okay, this both looks good now. So what I'm gonna do is I am actually going to reopen the application and then create a new application's open, and I'm gonna create a new API key. Nope, not that one. That one's I'm actually using. Call it test. I am doing this off screen again, so you won't be able to. I'm not exposing my API key for no reason, even though it's about to get exposed right here anyway. All right, it is set. Let's go again. What model are you? Oh man, this is not fun. Okay. Failed to spawn Claude code. Okay, you know what? Let's see what Claude code actually says. If I run this, do not make any changes, just analyze all relevant code and let me know. I can fix this error and what is causing this. Ultra think there. Okay. I feel like this should work. Maybe I'm doing something wrong. Because trying to spawn a node process but can't find it in path. Is it though? No, no. Okay, if that's the issue, wouldn't Sarah feel really annoying? Okay, I think, you know, let me just try and remove this part, comment that out, and let me see if that's the actual cause. I'm gonna run dev here. Gonna go back here. Change home page to solid green. Okay, so it does work. I'm gonna kill the task. So it does work when this but maybe whoops. Then what I need to do, I just need to double check this. There was 2 envs. Did I see another one? Oh, that's MCP. Okay. Just trying to figure out how. Clearly, it's something to do with the environment here. Holds environment configuration for Claude Code transport options. Use options as. Okay. Oh, I see. Okay. So could I go like ... process like that? Defaults to process env when not provided in SDK module.js. Passed to child process spawn as part of transport configuration. Okay, let's try this. I think this might work. Okay, run dev here and make sure. Gonna put in a new API key again because I keep exposing it. Oh, wow. Oh, weird. It's validated. It's all good. Go back here. What model are you? Oh. Shoot, did I just review a bunch of things? Yikes. Oh no. I guess I just reviewed a bunch of things on stream. Oh man. I knew working like this would not be great. Okay. Let me see what exactly I revealed. Okay, I don't think I revealed anything crazy. I hope I didn't reveal anything crazy. Okay. I need to like not print out. Also. Oh look, it actually. Okay, so it does work. Now it's using GLM-4.5. Oh, okay, at least that's that. Now I just need to like kill that, clear my terminal, go back here, and then I actually need to, where is my log.info? It's like logging out, oh, that's why. Yikes! I have no idea what I revealed. Do I have, am I, wait. I'm a little concerned now. I'm gonna have to quickly go to my YouTube channel and just double check. Oh, man, this is gonna be posted in all 3 places. I just want to double check that in the stream I did not reveal anything too crazy. But let me kill my z.ai. Key first, and then what I'm gonna do as well is I'm gonna go to my channel. Okay, but let me crap. Okay, I just need to just double check really quickly. Sorry for the intermission. I am just a little worried about what I have revealed because of my terrible thinking. Oh, okay. Okay. So that's should be okay. I only revealed my z.ai anthropic token, which I did. Oh, I also revealed my Deepseek auth token. Okay, I should probably kill that one too. I knew at some point this would happen. I would just casual shoot. I think it should be okay. I just need to kill, oh gosh. May have revealed a little bit more than I thought I did. Painful. It's so painful. Oh well, it's just Deepseek, I guess. Nothing too crazy, at least. Deepseek API, just gonna get rid of this. platform. I don't even know which one. I'll just delete all of them. Revoke, revoke, and revoke. Nice. I killed all my Deepseek API key and Z.AI API key. Okay, but at least we did find out how to use GLM-4.5 and Deepseek with the Claude Code SDK, and this is basically, well, this, if you're overriding the environment basically if you're overriding the environment options inside the query options, then you're gonna have to basically spread the current process environment variables, and then override the Anthropic base and auth token here. And that's basically it. And then you pass the query options, pass the query options straight into the query, which comes from Claude Code SDK. Oh, okay, that's a lot better. I feel a lot better now that I know how to do this. This is something that, like, the annoying thing is, I think, well, what did it say here? Like, Claude Code couldn't figure this out. It's very annoying, and even if I continued working with this is just pain. Sometimes it's just annoying. Sometimes it's just annoying. It will just try to do something that it thinks is right, but it's not. The usual things. Okay, moving on. Let's now actually oh man, make sure that model config dot model. This currently doesn't work, but I'm going to just clean this up first, and then we'll get to be able to dynamically switch between each one without hard coding it into here. I'm just gonna double check model provider. Oh gosh. That's annoying. That is so annoying. Notice how I have the model provider here as defined in here. And then I also, oh my gosh, Vim, you suck. And then I also have this model config here. Extremely, extremely confusing, to say the least. Not what I want at all. This is, I'm gonna have to refactor that in just a moment, but for now, I think that's it. I think for now that's all I need here, I believe. Critical fix in production Electron apps. We must use Electron as node. Okay, set to make Electron behave as Node.js. Yeah. Yep. That's fine. Looks like this is good now. And then in here, this is an issue as well. Model provider. Just take that out. And the issue now, I'm just gonna commit this first, just making sure. Claude Code SDK manager, And then this is just fixing up that right. Okay. Claude SDK Manager now handles model changes. Okay. But what I'm gonna need to do is I'm gonna just open up a few things. The model config. Let's open model provider here, and then model config. And what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to clear the Claude code, and I am going to ask it to review. Take a look at both Claude SDK Manager there and Claude IPC.ts. Notice how these have model provider and config using different names. There's also other files that define models with different names. Maybe it's better to just create a plan, because this might need, I think it's better to create plan, understand the feature requirements, use. Actually, I'm gonna try to use create plan. Create plan. I think it should be fine. Take a look at and notice how these models provider and config uses different names. Actually, you know what? I'm gonna /research. Just gonna start. Let's see what it actually does. I haven't used this. I haven't used this research notes, research command for, like, usually I use this with a large task, but I want to see how it performs with like a smaller task like this. Okay, take a look at both these files. Notice how model provider and config using different names. There's also other files that define models with different names. I'd like to centralize it in a single file so that all model types and names, names, URL, all that is in one location within this whole project. Okay, let's generate research notes and see if, I think this might be too much of an overkill workflow for this small task, but we'll see. Well, this is going to take a while. Let's see what's... I was looking into Git Butler because one of the comments someone left a comment and they're like, oh, you should take a look at Git Butler and use it with Claude Code. I installed it, but like, I feel like maybe I'm just Oh my gosh. It's already an error. I don't even know what's happening here. It's I think it has quite a few, it still has quite a few bugs in it. Not quite ready for me to use, but also like I don't work in this particular way where it uses virtual branch, which is really interesting, but then like you can't, it's still a single, you're still on the same branch. I don't know, it just doesn't. I prefer working in multiple work trees than like having a single branch with multiple virtual branch. It just doesn't work the way I usually work, unfortunately. Also, Claude Code has been very busy. Claude Code changelog. I feel like they release changes really quickly. I mean, this is like almost every single day they come out with something new, which is awesome. But at the same time, through these changelog, I don't it they don't even sometimes they don't even say what they added to the SDK, and that's something I wish they do better of. Is that I just don't, because if I go to the SDK, let's see, if I go back here, go to the SDK, this and this environment variable field wasn't even there in the last version I was on, and then suddenly it appeared, and now I'm like, oh. So funny. It's just so funny. But they've added so many things here. They added hooks, include partial message. This is really cool. This is controls whether partial streaming messages are included in Claude Code CLI output. Affect CLI transport, toggles via options include CLI. Okay. When I think this is something used in query path to enable streaming partial messages during tool runs. Very cool. I think this is, wait, but then I guess this is like enabling streaming. I don't know. Like this, I think there's a lot of things here that I like to experiment with and see how I can use this to its full potential. Just like I need to get things working first. Okay. Looks like it's done, and I'm guessing it's output a research markdown file here. Model configuration, feature improved description, centralize all model types, name, URL, and configuration in a single file to eliminate inconsistencies and duplication across the code base. Scope, impact analysis, affect model provider, okay, electron IPC front-end components and store management, estimate complexity, medium, requires refactor across multiple files but follows clear architectural patterns. Right, feature analysis. Yep, yeah, yes. Looks like it went through and found a bunch of duplicated code. Thank you. I really need someone to do that for me. User interaction, that's fine. This is all good. Edge case and constraints. Migration. Existing task must map to new centralized name. Nope. Don't need that. Backwards compatibility. Nope. I'm good. Type safety. All TypeScript interface must align with centralized types. API key manager needs to validate against correct model names. provider. Okay. Technical research, single source of truth pattern. Oh my gosh. Like, sure. I mean, it's just like going through and finding articles about best TypeScript practices. All right, whatever. I guess if it wants to do that, it can. You know, I actually have no idea if this will be better, but let me just, I'm kind of curious now whether doing a research phase before implementing a kind of medium size task would be better. But I haven't tried that. I've only done like large task, big implementation task using a research phase. Okay, existing pattern to leverage share types directory. Zod schema pattern. Already right. Component requiring update. Proposed solution architecture. File structure. Oof. Okay. Why do, okay, we don't need the different icons. I don't need migration strategy, reference index, relevant code location, related issue, wonderful. And I'm actually going to remove proposed solution architecture, just remove this whole section. Yeah, there we go. Here, and then this is just the research note, so I don't really want any code in here. And then after this, I'm just gonna pass this research note, clear the context, obviously, and that's the whole point of breaking up this research note. And I'm going to pass this to create plan, which then takes the research note. Whoa, wrong one. Plan, it's called O2O research. There we go. And that's just gonna go ahead and create a plan based on this research note for me. And the reason why I basically split up the research phase and the plan phase is just to make sure the context is really clean and clear and concise for each phase. I find that the larger the context I use, the worst result I get. So this is one of the ways to alleviate that. I also kind of want to try like a web search agent, so basically it'll like go and look at the link and then only return like the relevant information that's needed for the main context, for the main agent. And that's I still feel like agents don't really improve the output. They're just a way to manage context, if that makes sense. I don't know if any of you guys feel this way, but that's at least my experience so far with sub-agents. They're just a way to isolate different context so they don't blend together if the information isn't relevant. So all the thinking traces can all the thinking traces doesn't need to be stored in the main agent like this. But yeah. Anyway, this file is literally chock full of useful information in order to implement or to create the plan, in order to create the plan for the task I gave it. Okay, let's continue. Man, it's almost been an hour. I can't believe it's taken this long. This sucks. Okay. All right, plan is created. Oh my gosh, how many parts are you giving me to this plan? Why so many? Why so many? I mean, I guess the small plans. Create single source of truth for all model provider configuration types and metadata. Resource, all right, implement, create a centralized configuration file, types model provider.ts file. Okay, so it has model providers, Claude, Deepseek. Really needs to be called Z.ai, but is it Z.ai or is Z.ai literally a I feel like it's Zipu, but I feel like Z.ai is branded as Z.ai. Oh my gosh, my dog's snoring. Don't know if you guys can hear that. Okay, this looks fine. Model provider, type of model provider key. Okay. Derive TypeScript type from provider constant. Model configuration for each model provider contains all metadata needed for model execution. So model provider, right? And then display name, model name, API. Of course, API keys required. Oh, actually, no. Claude, the default does not require icon. Okay. Complete model configuration mapped by provider ID. This replaces all scattered model configuration across the code base. Right, we have here Sonnet. No. This seems a lot more complex than it needs to be, I feel like. Also, get model config. Why do we need? Why is it string? Could we have it typed as well? I see this updating. I guess it's not a trivial change. This is update React. I see. Okay. This one is update TypeScript type definition to use centralized model types. I see. Well, I'm kind of fine the fact that it broke the task up into kind of smaller steps. But the first thing I want to change is I'm just trying to understand why it's thinking this way. First of all, I don't need an icon. Remove this icon. Remove icon parameter field from this plan's interface and make sure if any other plans utilize this, it should be removed as well. I'm just gonna save this, save plan. I know, terrible commit message, but trying to get things working. Taking way too long to do this. I swear, I just want to get this done. I want to get this done quickly and efficiently, the fastest possible, without me having to correct these agent mistakes. Okay. Okay. Right. Did it go and now it needs to look through all the other plans in here and double check that nothing is using the icon. I'm hoping it does that. And once it's done, I should be able to, okay, done. I remove icon field from, okay, right. Ugh, I hate when it does that. Okay. Looks good. Let's see what else I need to change here. I swear that's not the model name. That is not the model name. That is not the model name for Claude. I need to search it up. Claude model name. Oh, here it is. Through API. Okay, Claude. That should be that one. Okay. Really? Does it have to have like 2025-05-14 at the end, or 05 at the end? Can I just, oh, here it is. Model alias. For convenient during development and testing, we offer alias for our model IDs. These alias automatically point to the most recent snapshot of a given model. When we release new model snapshot, we migrate aliases to point to the newest version of a model, typically within a week. Wait. No. How are people changing the model with Claude Code SDK? Claude SDK Manager. We're going to go into Claude here and model. Bro, you better have a model parameter. Model. Okay. Options. An option key in options to specify which model Claude Code uses. Wow, that's so helpful. This is so helpful. Do you mind, like, writing a little bit more? Like, which string do I use here? Is it this? You know, stuff it. I'm just gonna slap this in here. We're just gonna go with it for now. And if it yells, it yells. Right. Built-in SDK, correct. Huh? Wrong. Okay. Oops. You go into my dot file, grab this, put in here. There we go. That's the correct one. And then for Deepseek, man, it got the Deepseek one wrong too. What is with this? Okay, this display name, model name, I should just GLM. Let's call it GLM. Whatever, okay. Fine. No, I'm just gonna call it GLM. Okay, get model config. Provider. Model provider. Model provider. Get model config. Is there a way we can type the provider param that's passing into this function. Oh, thank you for the follow. This is, it's going good. Thanks for checking in. Oh my gosh, I swear, like I've missed out on quite a few people who followed recently. I haven't been paying attention to my my stream at all. I'm just trying to get this done. Almost there. Basically, just figured out how to use GLM-4.5 and Deepseek with Claude Code SDK, and then now I'm just creating a plan to be able to like switch between them on the fly. I get it, dude. When I'm doing design and programming, yeah, dude, it's like so hard to like, I need two brains. My wife gets mad. Lol. How have you been? Okay. Okay. I think, man, I haven't been streaming for the past. Okay, so just so you guys know, if I don't stream, it means I'm working on a video. Okay. You know those streamers who can literally one-shot the video on stream? Like they'll create content while they're streaming. Oh my gosh, I don't know how people do that. Like they'll literally pretend like the camera, like I don't even know how to explain it. It's like they start timing, they turn on the timer, and they just go and they just talk for like 10 minutes straight through without any mistakes, and just one shot a whole YouTube video. How do people even do that? How does anyone do that? So crazy. I've been good, been working on project myself. Nice. I'm using yes, I think everyone's using the crap out of AI these days. There's no point of manually writing it most of the time, unless like it goes really wrong, which it did go really wrong earlier in the stream with me, that I really had to just write it by hand. But mainly it, like, if I feel like AI just works really well with existing API, but if it's like new update to an API or new library that just came out, then it's going to not do so great, I think. Like probably 1,000 hours into project with AI and me one-on-one. Yeah, sounds about right. This project might be a little more than I can handle, lol. It's getting to a point where it's too complex for AI. And what I'm doing isn't really standard. Nice. I feel like the point where it gets too big, at least for me, I just like try to break down the problem as small as possible so I can like kind of feed it bit by bit to the AI, and hopefully it gets to a point where it actually works, but it depends. Luckily, my project isn't too big yet. I'm trying to keep it as small as possible, which is not exactly well, I think it could get pretty big, but it's not. I'm trying to like limit the scope as much as possible right now. Mainly just for my own use case. Let's see here. Get model config, model provider. Okay, that looks good. So if I go to model provider is just Claude, Deepseek, and GLM. Here, right. The thing with this is that this whole highlighting thing is driving me nuts. Can Vim just not do that, please? Okay. What happened if Claude, I want to be able to specify Opus differing from Sonnet, so then I need this to be an array. And same with Deepseek. Deepseek has the chat and also reasoner. GLM has GLM-4.5 as well as the error. So therefore I need a way to differentiate these data model here. Well, the system I'm working on is a layer that AI integrates into and it enhances with memory, meta context awareness, and real-time up-to-date data system awareness, and some other nice. A lot of it started out as React visualization with a lot of definitions, then converted to algorithm. AI human augmentation. Dang, that sounds super interesting, dude. That's awesome. That's really cool. Where are you at with the project? Is it ready for like testing, beta like alpha stage, beta? Where are you at? Okay. Let's see here. Oh, that's awesome. Are you able to use it? Does it work for your own use case? I'm guessing it does. Clear. Okay. It works, but I've kind of stuck on testing consciousness. Oh, nice. Okay. I need a moment. What am I trying to do? Crap, I gotta go soon too. This sucks. Everyone always comes and watch when I'm about to leave. It sucks. You guys come right at the end of my stream. And also most people think I'm stupid or insane. No, that's how it is. I think that's the same with me. But consider the slight possibility that I might have. Dude, it's worth it. Just do whatever you want. It's your life. That's great. I feel like just work on whatever you want. That's kind of where I'm at. It's a side project. It's whatever. If it works, it works. Okay. So find these ability. Make sure we have the ability to expand the Okay. The model provider model configs should be able to handle multiple different models from the same provider. For example, Claude may, that should be Anthropic provider. Claude should be renamed to Anthropic, and inside Anthropic provider there should be Opus and Sonnet. Oh my gosh, my dog's like snoring super hard beside me. Opus, Sonnet, ultra think and revise this structure. Make sure all other relevant plans are updated as well. Okay, I'm just gonna save this. Save whatever. I'm just trying to get this done. Okay, there. Now I can. Wow, this is the nice thing. It's like when I have a moment while waiting for Claude Code to do its thing, I can read the comments. Okay, I just finished debugging something. If you want to check it out in a little bit, I can host it on stream for a second. Check out stream. Okay, I'll definitely check it out. I have to go soon, but maybe next time. I have like 5 minutes left, and then I gotta go. Have to go to lunch. I'll be back later though. And I'll probably stream again tomorrow. If I'm not, I don't think I'm working on a video tomorrow. Yeah, I usually start my my YouTube video on Wednesday, and it usually takes me like 2 days. Still getting better at content creation. But I think the main thing for me when I'm streaming is just to get better at talking more naturally. I guess like being more confident with talking while I code at the same time. if 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 that's a thing. Also, I kind of just like sometimes when I talk in a video, I feel like I'm super robotic. I don't know. I just don't feel like myself. It's weird. It's so weird. It's just like, I watch it back and I'm like super cringed. Wait, I will follow you on Kick. Let me. There. Okay, I gave you a follow. So when I have a moment, I will check it out for sure. Thank you for giving me the link, dude. I want to check out what you're building too. I think that might be useful to me. We'll see. But it'll be exciting. Okay. Now let me update migration and testing strategies. Okay. That's doing that. I think that I hope it's not going off the rails. I think it should still be okay. I did clear the context, so I think I'm still okay here. Wow, my dog is snoring so loud. Oh my gosh. Okay, let's see here. Oh no 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 no. No, 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 no. Did it just create another? Oh my gosh, now my plan has 6 parts to it. Jeez, what is it doing? Refactor model configuration to support multiple model per provider. No, that is not what I wanted. Okay, it has gone off the rails. This has gone off. This. Oh no, oh no. I am deleting these 2 plans. Just wanted to modify this. Come on, it's not that hard. Just make this an array. You know what? Maybe I'll just do it myself. It's only that. But then I have to. Oh no, I can't. Just trying to think of the best way to structure this model config. There's gotta be a better way than this. Lol, this is my life with Figma. Figma can, Figma, you. Oh my god. You have to be careful about what you ask it to do. You have to be very specific. Yeah. I thought I was pretty specific just now, but I guess not specific enough. So I'm just like trying to think what's also this Claude. Okay. You know what? I'm just to do one thing at a time. I'm going to rename Claude to Anthropic. What change did I make in here? Rename. Now you have to think about what you're saying and what it would mean to a machine that takes every word literally. Okay. Well, now for this one, I'm just going to rename Claude to Anthropic in for all model providers. Make sure to update any relevant plan inside the 200-model. Bro, where is 200? Is it 220 model config centralization. Okay, make sure to update any relevant plan inside this folder. That's it. Do I need to alter think this? No. Man, I'm paranoid now. If it does this wrong, I give up. I'm just gonna change it by hand. Okay, that's true. That's true. I'm just that lazy to specify. Oh my gosh. You have to specify the context. Yeah. But I already specify within here. Wait, did I say relevant plans? I said relevant plans. I did specify anything inside this particular folder. So I'm hoping, you know, my English is terrible when I talk with AI. I think I assume it reads too much of my mind at this point. Oh my gosh. Searching for all, okay. At least it's slowly getting there. Sometimes I wonder if search and replace would be faster. You should have said scan all module and look for any reference with exact. If I said scan all modules, it would, I don't know if it would look throughout my whole project. Because I'm only working on the plans right now. I'm not having it implement anything. But I guess that's why I asked it to just do the plan. But maybe I could have it like analyze or scan the plans. We'll specify the file path to the folder. Yeah. That's right. I think I did that. Yeah. Update the plan. Yeah. Plans. Update plans in this folder. I really gotta go. Okay, I actually have to go. Or it's gonna be late to my lunch meeting. Okay, thank you guys for watching. Thank you, Stratum, for tuning in again. I'll see you guys a little bit